Astrology with Squidward, a mini-series that featured Squidward giving the viewer their horoscope based on the zodiac signs. It aired in between commercial breaks on Nickelodeon in the early 2000s, and fell into absolute obscurity until the late 2000s, when fan sites began remembering it existed. Since the creation of the Lost Media Wiki, we have uncovered 6 different signs that were featured in the shorts, with the remaining 6's whereabouts being heavily debated. Some people believe more shorts existed, while others do not. Our focus is on Virgo, Libra, and Scorpio, 3 of the most debated signs within the Astrology with Squidward hunt. If you look around most forum sites and other discussions of the series, you'll only find rumors that claim these 3 shorts exist. While we don't have anything concrete that confirms these shorts exist, we do have a sliver of evidence that suggests they could. Recently, SSTs was doing his own research on Astrology with Squidward and came upon something new. He found a German commercial for Nick's Summer Splash promotion, which aired in the early 2000s. In this commercial is a short clip of Squidward wearing his turban from the Astrology shorts. Strangely, the setting is in SpongeBob's house, with SpongeBob himself being present. While we're not certain what this animation exactly is or if it's related to Astrology with Squidward, some speculation exists that this could be a new sign we've yet to uncover, namely Virgo, Libra, or Scorpio. The standard of what we know Astrology with Squidward to be is simply Squidward standing in front of a card talking to the viewer, but this looks like so much more than that. Considering the supposed rarity of the missing signs and how vastly different this short appears to be, it seems to line up. Additionally, Scorpio's existence is sourced to a German Nick wiki, which adds likelihood to the idea that this continues the zodiac. However, there's some very telling news from a very reliable source that debunks this idea rather quickly. I remember seeing a tweet directed at Vincent Waller, who worked on the series very extensively in the early 2000s. He was asked if the Scorpio short existed, to which he replied as if he was unsure, just casually stating that they did some. This was from March 2018 and isn't too reliable of an answer. I wanted to follow up and ask him myself what the story was with the missing shorts. I asked him very directly how many different shorts they made, even referencing his unsure response from last year. This time he was much more confident in his response to me, stating that they never did the full zodiac, and whatever is online is all that was made. As someone who has been searching for these rumored lost shorts for the past couple years, this confirms everything I was suspecting from almost the beginning. A couple years ago I believed all 12 shorts could have existed, because just as there was no proof that Virgo, Libra, and the rest did exist, there also wasn't any evidence suggesting they didn't. Considering how popular the series apparently was, it didn't make sense for me to assume that they literally cut half of the signs out of the series. Except, that's exactly what they did, and I was convinced of that after I took a closer look at the true origins of Virgo, Libra, and Scorpio. They all originate from Wikipedia articles with contradicting claims about which character represents which sign, and of course, none of them have sources. This was the evidence that suggested they only made half the zodiac, and that everyone who talked about their existence had just taken the Wikipedia information as fact, simply because it had been around for so long and no one questioned it. That was the mistake I originally made too. Now though, we can confirm based on Waller's comments that there's nothing in the realm of new signs to find, and it's pretty much case closed with this one. But what about that short from the German Summer Splash commercial? Well, after watching that clip many times, I don't even think it's related to Astrology with Squidward at all. Upon first glance you'd think it was, because Squidward is wearing his signature turban, but if you look closely at something in the background, there appears to be a music stand. In the Astrology series, Squidward uses his clarinet and can be seen holding it in this clip. What I think happened is Nick Germany had an idea for a musical skit and reused the Astrology with Squidward character animation on account of his clarinet, and not because of the turban or anything astrology related. At any rate, even if I'm wrong and this is astrology related, it's likely to just be a variant of a sign we've already found. Astrology with Squidward was dubbed internationally, and we have many of those different language versions. However, we've yet to uncover a German version for any of the signs. It's likely this is just how Germany localized them, and I don't believe new signs could exist exclusively in German. Maybe if the mention of Scorpio on the German Nick wiki had some validity or reason to be believed, I would consider the idea, but as far as I know, this is just a random edit with no source that has existed for so long, people took it as fact. This German version is definitely still worth finding. Curiously, there's a lot of Summer Splash that's been archived, but this short remains lost. With that said though, the main search for astrology with Squidward can be wrapped up, and it remains a mystery no longer.